Hi guys, I bring you here a new Tomb King's battle report, and this time it's a battle line against Empire. I start rolling spells with my Hierophant, with my level 1 Lich Priest, the other level 1 Lich Priest, and the level 4 Wizard from the Lore of Light. Balthazar, as a Lore Master, knows all spells from the Lore of Metal. My deployment starts with a small unit of Skeleton Archers, then 2 units of Necropolis Knight. Behind the building is the Titan, and next to him is the big unit of Archers. On the far right there is another small unit of Archers and the Casket of Souls. From left to right, the Empire has Balthazar behind the building, a cannon, a steam tank, a unit of great swords, a horde of halberdiers, a Hellblaster with an engineer, a unit of knights, and a unit of Demigryph. Ramhotep starts behind the building, and all the rest of the Tomb King's characters start in the big archer unit. For the Empire, a priest joins the Inner Circle Knights, another priest joins the Great Swordman, and the Archlector and the VSB join the Halberdier unit. Finally, one of the scouts unit deploys in the middle of the map, while the 2 others deploy near the building looking at the cannon and battle. I win to roll off to start the game, so Tomb King make the first move. The turn starts with all the archer units moving forward, the Horse Archer on the right moving aggressively, and the Necropolis Knights unit moving a bit forward, staying outside the Hellblaster range. The magic phase starts with 6 power dice, and 3 extra from the Casket of Souls. I start the magic phase by casting a 2 dice smiting on the big archer unit, and Balthazar tries to dispel it with 3 dice, but fails and loses concentration. I then cast a boosted banish and cause him 1 wound. Finally, I use the casket with 2 dice and my opponent fails to dispel it. The spell wounds Balthazar, kills the Great Cannon, causes 3 wounds to the steam tank, jumps to the Great Swordman, then kills 3 halberdiers, and finally destroys the Hellblasters. Then on the shooting phase, the big unit of archers kill 12 Great Swordmen. The Empire turn starts with the halberdiers, Great Swordmen, and steam tank moving at full speed forward, while Balthazar moves to be within 18 inches of the big archer unit. Meanwhile, the engineer moves to hide with the archers, and the Demigryph Knights and the Inner Circle Knights move a bit forward. The magic phase starts with 6 power dice, and Balthazar tries to cast a final transmutation on the big archer unit. He doesn't roll any double 6, and the spell is stopped with a spell scroll. Then the archers kill one of the Horse Archer, and the steam tank manages to do 3 wounds to the Titan. The Horse Archer in the middle moves to stop the Halberdier and discover that the forest is a venom thicket. The other 2 Horse Archer units move toward the middle, and the Necropolis Knights move 17 inches away from the opposing knights. The archers backpedal while Ramhotep joins the unit. The magic phase starts with 7 power dice and 3 extra from the casket, but the Empire managed to channel 2 more dispel dice. A 3 dice banishment on the steam tank is barely dispelled, and a net on the halberdiers is dispelled too. A 2 dice smiting is cast on the big archer unit, and with the 2 last remaining power dice, the Casket of Souls is unleashed and kills 1 Demigryph Knight, panicking the unit and making them flee 10 inches away. In the shooting phase, the combined attack from the Horse Archer and the small archer unit finally managed to take out of action Balthazar, while the big archer unit fell another 9 Great Swordmen, leaving only the champion and the priest alive, while the archers on the left managed to cause 2 wounds on the knight, who failed both armor saves. The turn starts with the Inner Circle Knight trying a long charge but failing. The survivors from the Great Swordman unit charge the Horse Archer, while the halberdiers move to the side, and the steam tank moves 18 inches toward the archer unit, and the Demigryph fail the rally test and flee from the board. The magic phase starts with 2 power dice and a 5+ ward is cast on the knights. In the close combat phase, the priest kills one of the horse archers, who in return kills the champion. Then, one more horse archer crumbles. The steam tank kills 4 archers with the impact hits and 4 more with the steam gun. In return, the princess managed to cause 1 wound on the steam tank and reform. The turn starts with a charge from both Necropolis Knight units on the Inner Circle Knights, while the Horse Archer units move toward the middle and the Titan backpedals. The magic phase starts with 10 power dice for the Tomb Kings and 2 extra thanks to the casket. I start the magic phase with a 3 dice net, forcing my opponent to dispel it. Then I cast a 2 dice smiting on the archers. Then I cast Cursed Blade on 2 dice on the Horse Archer that resurrect 2 mothers that are used to block the halberdiers. A 2 dice desiccation is cast on the steam tank, and a 2 dice time warp fails to cast. On the combat phase, the Inner Circle Knight failed the fear test, but managed to do 3 wounds on the Necropolis Knight, who only caused 2 wounds to them, and the combat ends in a draw. Meanwhile, the Tomb Prince managed to cause 1 wound to the steam tank. The halberdiers decide to charge the horse archers that are blocking them, while the archers move forward to shoot at the Hydro Titan. The magic phase starts with 10 power dice for the Empire, and a 6 dice Shield of Fate on the Knights is dispelled. Then a 2 diced Hammer of Sigmar and Shield of Sigmar is cast on the halberdiers, who slaughter the poor horse archer, but decide to restrain instead of overrunning into the poisoned ticket. The steam tank kills 4 archers with the steam gun, while the prince managed 2 wounds on the steam tank, leaving it with only 3 wounds left. 2 Necropolis Knight Riders try to kill the priest, but fail to do so again, while the remaining attacks from the Necropolis Knight unit managed to kill 3 knights. The Inner Circle Knights managed to cause 1 wound back and hold bravely. The turn starts with a charge from the Titan on the lone priest, who decides to flee. Then one of the Horse Archer unit moves to block the halberdiers, while the other advances. The magic phase starts with 9 power dice for the Tomb Kings, and the Hierophant tries to cast Desiccation on the steam tank, but rolls a 111 and fails. A 2 dice smiting on the archers is let through, while a 3 dice net on the halberdiers is dispelled. Finally, Time Warp is cast on the archers. In the shooting phase, one of the Horse Archer unit executes the cowardly priest who was fleeing away, while the archers on the left kill 3 Empire archers, make them panic and flee away, and the archers on the right kill 3 halberdiers. In combat, the brave Inner Circle Knights hold the Necropolis Knight for another turn, with no wound caused on either side. The Engineer kills 1 archer, while the combined attack of both princes manage only 1 wound on the steam tank. With the halberdier unit blocked by the Horse Archer, both characters on the unit decide to charge the Hydro Titan. The halberdiers, seeing that there are 2 Horse Archer units ready to stop them, reform to the right, prepared to help the brave knights. The magic phase starts with 7 power dice for the Empire, and the Archlector tries to 6 dice Soulfire on the Hydro Titan, but the magical prowess of the Tomb Kings is too much and the spell is stopped. With the last die he tries to cast Hammer of Sigmar, but fails on a natural 2. But Sigmar protects the faithful, and the Archlector manages to do 1 wound on the Hydro Titan and only receiving 1 wound back, winning combat by 2 and making the Titan crumble. The knights, bloodied and wounded, still hold the Necropolis Knight with no casualty on either side. The combined attacks from both princes finally chip away the last wound from the steam tank and destroy it, and the archer unit reforms to look at the flank of the halberdiers. The turn starts with a charge from the archers on the flank of the halberdiers, which they manage. The Empire General, knowing that the halberdiers have no chance against the flank charge of the archers, signals the retreat of his army,